Guys, a lot is happening in the global economy. So, China has been quietly getting rid of their dollars. As of April 2025, they had gotten rid of about 8.2 billion US dollars from their treasury. So, countries all just have reserves of dollars because that's what we use to trade with other countries. So, each country just has a reserve of billions and billions of these dollars in their treasury. China by July, August, they were aggressively just getting rid of their dollars. So we wonder, China, what are you up to? Now comes October, and the media is not covering this story because this is big for BRICS. BRICS launched their cross border interbank payment system, CIPS. That means that 185 countries can now trade using the Chinese currency instead of the dollar. The value of the dollar then depreciates, meaning that it's going to be useless because countries will be using the Chinese currency. That's why China has been getting rid of their dollars because they won't need them anymore. And then Shane Machambana is probably sitting there in America, all stressed out. And then Trump decides to be a good Samaritan for a change. I mean, this is the same guy from November who told people in the cold weather that they won't be getting their food stamps, they won't be getting any aid, medical attention. Kuningi. He's just stripping and stripping away from them. And then out of the blue, now he says to them, no, he is planning on giving Americans $2,000 each per person. How Trump, are you not in debt? And then he's like, no, this is the money that I got that we got as America from the tariffs and blah, 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 all these stories he's making up. And that's not how it actually works, but that's what he's claiming. But the funny thing is that Trump is actually trying to get rid of the money because he needs the money to work because it can't just sit in banks and reserve banks because they took it back, Anish. So what he's done now is lift some of the sanctions, right? So he's planning on giving Americans $2,000, but they have to spend the money so that the money has value. Now he lifts the sanctions that he placed that were not even necessary, and now using Americans to come back and try to keep the dollar strong. America, it's over. It is over. Yo, Americans, I hope they're aware that they're my goodness. If film